The Morth 2023 report shows that nearly 1.73 lakh people died on India's roads last year. This is a 4.2% increase from 2022 numbers.
Every day, 474 people lose their lives on India's roads. Behind these numbers are families shattered, futures lost, and dreams cut short. November 16th is World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims, a day to remember not just what we've lost, but also reflect on what's gone wrong and what we can still make it right. The toll on Indian roads continues to rise, and this increase is despite laws, awareness campaigns, and decades of promises. Vulnerable road users like pedestrians, cyclists, and two wheeler riders make up almost 7 out of 10 those who die. Tamil Nadu continues to record the highest number of road crashes in the country. While each fatality should be felt at both the collective level and personal level, homes left hollow and livelihoods lost appear to be the most visible outcome of these tragedies. At the collective level, life appears to carry on untouched, unbothered. In today's podcast, the aim is to see why road safety cannot be an afterthought and, more importantly, why it is a collective responsibility. Today, we have Ms. Neena Subramani, a senior researcher from the CAG's Road Safety and Sustainable Mobility team, to tell us more about this. Hi, Neena. Are our roads becoming more unsafe each year? What does the data show?
The Morth 2023 report shows that nearly 1.73 lakh people died on India's roads last year. This is a 4.2% increase from 2022 numbers. In fact, apart from the year 2020 during the lockdowns, every other year for the past decade has seen increases in road fatalities in the country. So, yes, we can definitely say that our roads are becoming more and more unsafe with every year that goes by.
Can you help us understand this year on year increase in road accidents? What's causing it? Is it our roads? Is it the policies that determine how we prioritize and plan for road safety? Is it our ability or lack of it to keep rules? What's responsible for this increase?
It's possibly a combination of each of these. Our roads are not necessarily designed with safety in mind. For decades now, our roads have been designed to just move motor vehicles at a high speed. This has obvious repercussions, and we can see it with increasing clarity on our roads today. So, yes, our road design needs improvement. So do our policies. And yes, as road users, our ability to think of and accommodate for other road users also needs an upgrade.
Help us understand each of these factors then, starting with road design. What should change to make our roads safer?
As I was just saying, roads should prioritize people, not speed. This means that the one pedestrian walking carefully balanced on an encroached pavement is just as important as someone driving a luxury SUV. Once we get this mindset, how we plan our roads will automatically keep up. Secondly, when poor road design results in accidents, we need some protocols to call the road engineers into account. So, Section 198A of the MVAA 2019 does mention a provision when a designated authority or contractor fails to comply with road design, construction, and maintenance standards, and that they can be fined up to 1 lakh rupees and may face imprisonment if the failure results in death or disability. However, the procedure to enforce this is not specified, rendering the law toothless. Finally, I would like to add that the international standard for road design is the safe systems approach, a pragmatic method for minimizing road crashes. Its premise is simple: human beings will make mistakes. It is therefore the remit of road design to compensate for these inevitable errors, and several countries around the world have significantly improved their road safety standards by following this approach. The safe systems approach should therefore be our routine method for designing roads also.
Are our policies and laws up to scratch?
While the passing of the NBAA 2019 was momentous because it brought with it significant changes to an aging legislation, which was a Motor Vehicles Act of 1988, we still have work to do. For example, Tamil Nadu took the pioneering step of putting forward a road safety policy in 2007, but the policy has not yet been updated. Neither do we have a state road safety action plan, which is an overarching document that should lay out how the state will make its roads safer. It should clearly define targets to reduce crashes and deaths, backed by data and accountability. The plan should cover safer road design, speed management, protection for vulnerable users like pedestrians and two wheeler riders, stronger enforcement of helmet and seatbelt laws, and better post crash care. It must also include coordination between transport, police, health, and urban planning departments so that road safety becomes a shared responsibility between all these concerned stakeholders. And this is something that CAG is actively pushing for. So, to answer your question, do our policies have room for improvement? The answer is a definite yes. However, even the best laid plans and policies are only as good as its enforcement will allow it to be. Even the best law in the world, if you can allow such a title, is deemed to fail in the absence of consistent enforcement. As a case in point, we have well defined laws when it comes to seat belts and helmet use. However, in Tamil Nadu alone in the year 2023, 8,046 deaths were caused by not wearing helmets and 536 fatalities due to not wearing seat belts. This lack of compliance can be wholly linked to weak enforcement.
What do our road safety statistics say about us, the road user? Do they show us in poor light? Are we a reckless and uncaring lot?
It's difficult to blame the road user too much, especially when they are operating within a poorly designed, poorly monitored ecosystem. For example, India lacks clear, scientifically determined speed guidelines. This feels like a massive oversight because a moth report itself tells us that speeding is one of the primary causes of road accidents. Are people speeding because they don't know the speed limits or because many of our roads, especially highways, are designed for greater speeds? I believe that we need to start with clear guidelines. This needs to be followed with consistent enforcement. Only then can we see any real changes in people's behavior. However, I will also add that the concept of prioritizing people over speed has to be a mindset that every road user needs to adopt. Our attitude to a road user on a cycle should not change depending on whether we are on a bike or in a car.
What message would you like to share with drivers, policymakers, and citizens on this World Day of Remembrance to honor victims and prevent more deaths?
Every life matters. The number of road accidents or even near misses we see must never desensitize us to the real issue at hand, that we are losing lives. Every statistic is a dearly beloved member of a family, a colleague, a neighbor. In the 10 minutes that we have been listening to this podcast, some 3 or 4 people have died in road accidents somewhere in India, a life changing event which could have been prevented. Every accident, or road crash as we prefer to call them, should fill us with horror, not just the massive crashes or the ones involving famous people. And this is perhaps what makes the World Day of Remembrance so unique. It is the only day when we can take a few minutes to remember those lives lost. Today, we don't just stop to pity or sympathize, we stop to think and act with resolve.
Every day, hundreds of lives are lost on India's roads, each one leaving a family heartbroken and dreams unfulfilled. Pedestrians, cyclists, and two wheeler riders continue to face the greatest risks. On this World Day of Remembrance, we honor them not just with words and events, but with better policy and stronger action. Stronger enforcement and safer roads and sensible speed limits can prevent these tragedies. Let us turn our sorrow into determination and make every journey a safer one. For over 40 years now, Citizen Consumer and Civic Action Group has been working to protect citizens' rights in consumer and environmental issues and promote good governance processes, including transparency, accountability, and participatory decision making. This podcast series, Studio CAG, like our work itself, will cover various areas of interest to the average citizen and consumer. Follow us on our social media pages CAG Chennai, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and LinkedIn to keep yourself updated of both social and environmental news. Our website www.cag.org.in and our YouTube pages will also have loads of information which might be of interest to you. Until we meet next time, goodbye.